Okay, so I hope this works. I hope this works. I'm playing some music in the background, and I kind of wanted to read an excerpt, or whatever the heck that word is. I can never say it right. From one of my favorite books, and I think this is one book that almost every teenager or approaching 20-year-old or in their mid-20s, so whoever could appeal to it, should read, by one of my favorite authors, Ellen Hopkins. And I was wanting to read it for all of you, so I hope you like. Hopefully you guys like the music as well. Happens to be Alter Bridge, which is a really good band with Miles Kennedy. You know that, Jim. Okay, so this is called Impulse. It's kind of, if you will, not out there, but it's very blunt. It's very upfront, and again, like I said, I think everyone should read it because of all the things that are going around, or around in everyone's head today. I can't open it. Okay, so I'm just gonna start from the beginning because you won't understand that one. Okay. Without warning, sometimes you're traveling a highway, the only road you've ever known, and wham, a semi comes from nowhere and rolls right over you. Sometimes you don't wake up, but if you happen to, you know things will never be the same. Sometimes that's not so bad. Sometimes lives intersect, no rhyme, no reason, except perhaps for a passing semi. Triad, 3 separate highways intersect at a place no reasonable person would ever want to go. 3 lives that would have been cut short if not for the hasty interventions by loved ones or fate. 3 people with nothing at all in common except age, proximity, and a wish to die. 3 tapestries tattered from the edges and come unwoven to reveal a second mutual thread. The thread wish you could tear off the questions, turn off the voices, turn off all sound, yearn to close out the ugliness, close out the filthiness, close out all light. Long to cast away yesterday, cast away memory, cast away all jeopardy. Pray that you could somehow stop the uncertainty, somehow stop the loathing, somehow stop the pain. Act on your impulse, swallow the bottle, cut a little deeper, put the gun to your chest. Connor, arrival. The glass doors swing open in perfect sync, precisely timed so you don't have to think. Just stroll right in. I doubt it's quite as easy to turn around and walk back outside, retreat to unstable ground, An orderly escorts me down spit-shine corridors past tinted plexiglass and closed unlocked doors, mysteries. 1 foot in front of the other, keeping tiles on the floor so I don't have to focus on the blur of cute smiles, fake faces. A mannequin in a tight blue suit with too short skirt and legs that can wear when a Betty Boot voice halts us. Just so you know, you guys, like I said, if you would read any of Ellen Hopkins' books, you would realize that almost everything she writes is something that she's already witnessed or someone that's close to her. I've been reading her for about 10 years maybe, and I have every single book that she's ever written. And I will say again that so many people would benefit from reading her writing because it hits where it's supposed to, and you learn from what has happened in maybe your life, or, you know, maybe a close friend or family member. And maybe, if I'm lucky, I would really like for people to respond if they have this book. Maybe respond and reading from where I've ended. That would also be really cool. But I might just keep reading this in different videos until I reach the end, and you'll understand that this is truly worth it. Onwards and upwards. I'm Dr. Boston. Welcome to Aspen Springs. I'll give you the tour. Paul, please take his things to the Redwood Room. Aspen Springs, Redwood Room. It's as if it were a 5-star resort instead of a lockdown at the craziest pace. Waiting. At least it doesn't have a hospital stink. Oh yes, it's all very clean, from cafeteria chairs to the bathroom sink, spotless. But the clean comes minus the gag-me smell, steeping every inch of that antiseptic hell where it was excised, the damn bullet. I wonder what Dad would say when he heard I tried to put myself 6 feet under and failed. I should have put the gun to my head, worried less about brain damage, more about getting dead. Instead, I decided a shot through the heart would make it stop beating, rip it apart, and bleed me out. I couldn't even do that right. The bullet hit bone, left my heart in one piece. In hindsight, luck wasn't with me that day. Mom found me too soon, or my pitiful life might have ebbed to the ground in arterial flow. That's an interesting word. I can never say it. I thought you might die too. I thought she might die too. At the sight of so much blood and the thought of it staining her white Armani blouse. Connor, what have you done? She said, tell me this was just an accident. She never heard my reply, never shed a tear. Much after that, I don't remember, but much after that, except for speed, ghostly red lights spinning faster and faster as they can recede from consciousness, floating through the ear doors, frenzied motion and needles sting. But I do remember, just before the black hole swallowed me, seeing Mom's face, her furious eyes followed me down into sleep. It's a curious place, the land of blood loss and anesthesia, floating through it like swimming in sand, taxiing. After a while, you think you should just reach the shimmering surface. You can't hold your breath, and even if you could, it's a dark and deep and bitter cold where nightmares and truths collide. And you wonder if death could unfold fear so real, palpable, so you could grope your way up to the light to find you can't move with your arms strapped tight in overflowing tubes, and everything hits you like a train at full speed. Voices, strange faces, witches, stewed pot smells, pain, most of all, pain. I'm trying to find the right song, and I can't. Okay, hold on. No. 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 Yeah. Hold on.